We love you. An update on Kelsey Berreth. There's been a few new developments going on. The CBI have been searching the landfill, Midway landfill, just recently. Maybe they got a tip, or maybe they are just doing it just to say they have done it. They're covering everything, every basics. You know, a lot of people do throw bodies in the landfill. But it's been a long time since Kelsey has been missing, and that landfill has had 3 months nearly to fill up. So that might be just an impossible task, but at least they're there looking. I don't know what area they're looking at, or if they had a tip-off. We don't know that yet, so just thought I'd let you guys know that's what's going on. We don't know if Crystal has talked and gave any other information at this time. There's a few things that's coming out about her, but we don't know if it's actually true yet. It's not confirmed, but there are some rumors, and a lot of these rumors has turned out to be true. So we'll just put that to the side for a little bit. But this woman, I don't know, she's got herself in some deep, you know what. Well, anyway, I wonder if Patrick's phone did ping anywhere near the landfill, waste management. But that's, I mean, this guy probably goes there all the time for whatever. He's dumping stuff. So, you know, sometimes when you live in certain areas, you got to take your own trash to the landfill, you know, waste management. They don't come and pick up your trash for you. So they live in a rural area, you know, out in the sticks. So they do things a little different there. But I do know some places you have to take your own trash. But anyway, it's still been a long time since she's missing. So I don't know if they're going to find anything in that landfill. It's like trying to look for a needle in a haystack. So good luck, and I hope they find something promising. A purse, a bag, her wallet, a credit card, you know, anything, any sign of Kelsey's property, anything. Now, how did Patrick get Kelsey's body out of the home? I mean, how did he get the body out? And when did he get the body out? That's what I like to know. Whose vehicle did he use? I mean, if there was a dead body in his vehicle, wouldn't the dogs smell some kind of death or something? I don't know. Or if her vehicle was used at any time, did they put the dogs in her vehicle to smell decomposed body, death? I don't know if they did that, but they probably did. So they're saying Patrick had custody of his daughter, and this is only coming from him. Well, not him out of his own mouth, but to others that he had spoken to. And he had said that he had full custody. But not on paper through the courts, but just because he said so. Because he has her all the time. Woodland Park, you know, Daddy with a Phone, had done an interview with that donkey lady. You know, the one he worked for and did the donkey's hooves, you know. So you need to go look on his channel. He's on YouTube, to listen to that video. But before he did the video, that rumor was out that Patrick had full custody. And this lady just states that she'd never seen Kelsey. It just sounds like we don't know about this relationship. It just... Did Patrick just say she's my girlfriend, I'm engaged to her, she's my fiancé? Kelsey seems to think he was engaged. They were going to get married. And then suddenly she's finished with him. These are the facts that have been confirmed, that this was going around, several stories about that. What was their relationship? It seems like the mother thought they were engaged. Her friend has come out also and said she said that too. But nobody seems to have met each other. I don't know. There's lots of people that date people and never... If you live in another state, you don't get together much, so you don't meet them. But it seems like nobody ever came to her to visit her, and then they meet Patrick, or vice versa. They never seem to have gone anywhere to meet anybody. So I'm beginning to think, I don't think Kelsey's mother ever met him. Because, you know, at first they were saying that Kelsey's mother has never met her granddaughter, but states she talks to her all the time and is very close, but has never met her granddaughter. I don't know how long it took for her to see her grandchild, but we know she did see her because we have pictures to prove it. So I just don't understand some things in their relationship. And maybe Kelsey figured out he's such a liar. He lies about everything. I mean, this girl met him. I'm not sure where she met him now. Was it on a dating site of some kind? I don't know. I've got to figure that one out still. But this woman has been friends with Patrick for years. Believes he has not done anything to Kelsey. She believes that Patrick wouldn't do such a thing and hasn't done nothing to harm Kelsey. Well, she's his friend, and it seems like, yeah, they're friends, but they're only like co-workers. It's not like they hung out together. You only hear what he tells you. And that's it. Yeah, you may know a person for many years, but as a professional, you know, as in a job, but you don't really know them because you're not going around their home for tea, you know, every other night, or meeting up at the bar, and you really get to know one another. It doesn't seem like it was personal like that. And this lady also states that this was a rumor a long time ago too. This was said as well, that Kelsey takes off all the time. She's always taken off. This is not the first time she's taken off. Now, we heard that weeks ago. But this lady that is friends with Patrick, the donkey lady, I'll call her the donkey lady because I can't remember what her name is, that Patrick worked for, said she has done this lots of times. Well, that's only because Patrick told her. Now, how does she know that? You know, this lady, Kelsey, has to work. Now, I don't know what kind of schedule Kelsey had. Did she work in the morning, sometimes afternoons, evening? Because, you know, when you're taking flying lessons, you do have to fly this plane at all different hours. So you get used to flying in the nighttime and stuff like that. So I don't know what schedule Kelsey's job was. Only they know that. And only their job would know, Kelsey's job would know what her schedule was and how many hours she did a week. She was like freelance. I mean, she worked for a company, but I don't know how it works, but they will know that. So, you know, I'm just saying, if you got two parents and you're both willing to take care of the baby, now you're both working, what's wrong with one parent taking care of the baby while you work? But that doesn't mean, hey, I got full custody because, you know, I take care of this baby all this time. Well, you're trying to work it out together. You're trying to share custody. Yeah, you may have been sharing custody and working it out yourself, but that doesn't mean you have full custody. A person that is not married to their partner and it has not gone through the courts, the mother has custody. Of course she does. And if you want a different arrangements, you have to take it to court if you two can't work it out together. But just because you have your child and you babysit 8 hours of the day doesn't mean you have full custody. It means you are sharing custody. But in the next breath, he is supposed to be the fiancé. Yeah, they were supposed to be getting married. So him saying, I have full custody, is just not making sense to me. I mean, I would say, because these people know he's not married to her. He knows they're not married. So you would assume, they say, oh, is Kelsey working today? You know, and he would say probably, well, anybody else would say, yeah, I'm watching the baby today, you know, Kelsey's at work. She's got a long shift today. Well, something like that. I'm just saying, I'm trying to come up with some pointers here that is all confused. You know, we only have Patrick's word for it. And plus we have Cheryl, Kelsey's mother. She's the one that said they're engaged. And she knows a lot more about whatever Kelsey says to her. Of course she does. And Kelsey's friends, there is one that's come forth and had a chat with Woodland, you know, Daddy with the phone. You can go look on his YouTube and listen to that, because I have. So I don't want to say too much about that. I just want you to go listen to that and make up your own mind. But she hasn't met Patrick, but she did say, this is what Kelsey said. I met a man, I've got pregnant, and I'm engaged. Well, there you go. I mean, but then, you know, this Crystal, she seems like she's been with him all this time too. So, has he been playing the field? Did Kelsey know about Crystal? because Crystal sure knew about Kelsey. Yes, she did. She sure knew about her. Now, I can't understand their relationship neither. He lives in Colorado and she lives in Idaho. I mean, I don't know why she lives there and why she has kept in touch with Patrick. Oh, you can keep in contact with a friend, but why has she kept in contact? And why has she done these things for him? Allege. But this is what she's saying. I mean, these are the things that are coming out in the news, but they haven't come out and said it for a fact, like confirmed. We don't even know if she's been arrested. We can assume she has. Something's going on here, because she is a suspect. We know that. She had the phone. And we know that her friends have talked. We know that. We know she's on leave, administrative leave. She's probably on house arrest somewhere. Yep. But this is a serious matter, because if she had her phone and she's gone, why is she on house arrest? She should be blinking in jail and waiting her day in court. But we know that is not happened because there's no news about it. If she had been officially charged with something, why isn't there a court hearing? Because everybody gets one, don't they? So we haven't seen or heard about that. So I don't understand in that situation. It's not, all that has not really been confirmed yet. Not like Patrick, you know, we see him having his day in court. We see him being charged with the counts that he has been charged for. But Crystal, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen her charges yet. But we know they're coming. Like they say, first one to talk, first one to walk, kind of thing. Yeah, she is talking. She's going to talk to save her life now. But as the investigators have talked to her friends and those people that were on the news, those lawyers, they have come forth and said this too. So, but they also said that, you know, they've known her for a long time and they can't believe it. But they also said that Crystal was in love with Patrick. It was like her first love. Well, like people say, if that was her first love, how come she didn't marry him? She married his friend or a co-worker, another rancher. Now why? Because Patrick was a player, wasn't he? I mean, he wasn't ready to get married. And they said Patrick doesn't have time to do a lot of things because he's such a hard worker. He works all the time. He's a rancher. He hasn't got no time. Oh, believe me, he's got time. This man has plenty of time on his hands. How did he meet these women? How did he have time to make Kelsey pregnant? He had time, all right. Of course he has time. How does he meet these women? I don't even know why there isn't any other women coming out to say they dated this man. So, about Kelsey, you know, if she had taken off, that's a big if she had taken off, she didn't take no clothes. Nobody knew she was taken off for this long. We know now the texts that she made, supposedly made to her job and Patrick, these aren't true. So she never took off with a vehicle. She has 2 vehicles and never used one. Who takes off and don't take their car or truck to get to A to B? And who doesn't need their credit cards or debit cards? You need gas or you need food. And we know she does not have her phone. We know she doesn't have her phone. I mean, who does that? Patrick's one big fat liar. We all know that. One big fat liar. They all are. In my opinion. And why Thanksgiving Day? Why Thanksgiving Day? Was Thanksgiving Day, or around Thanksgiving Day, she was supposed to have finished with Patrick. Or she may have finished with him long before that. That's why Patrick's motion, he was asking people to, or a person, to do what they were asked to do. And to take the phone and go to Colorado. Why would Crystal's friend beg Crystal not to go to Colorado? She begged her not to go. Yes. Why was she begging her not to go? Because her friend knew what Patrick had asked her to do. And she was about to carry out that plan. Because what friend begs another friend not to go to Colorado? That is so weird. So, and there was another chance to save Kelsey. Another chance to save her life. Another chance for her not to be missing this long. We don't know if Crystal came down to Colorado by herself, brought her children, who she was visiting, and why she was visiting. She does live in Idaho, so why would she go all the way to Colorado on a Thanksgiving holiday? Seeming that all her friends and everybody are in Idaho. And maybe because Thanksgiving is a quiet holiday and everybody goes, or they leave their homes, so maybe it was a good time and it was going to be a quiet time. There wasn't going to be many people out. Maybe this is why this day was chosen. And it sounds like Crystal had an urgency to get to Colorado because her friend begged her not to go.